Let's take a look at this. I'm sure you've seen that news above there. The Biafra agitator, who is Finland-based, called c0 pvi, who has been long arrested by the Finnish authority and has been undergoing trial, has finally been found guilty and convicted. He's been sent to prison for 6 years. That is the judgment we had as at September 1st, 2025. So which means the Finland authority did their investigation and discovered that c0 pvi was actually supporting fueling the insecurity in the southeast. Well done, Finland. Well done. Anybody who lives outside the shores of Nigeria and enjoy putting trouble, supporting trouble, sponsoring trouble within the territories of Nigeria, it shall never be well with such person. I wish every nation that these individuals reside can do just same. Whether you do that politically, see, there are so many ways. We have so many c0 pvi out there. So many Nigerians out there who send money home for court-related fights. Yes, some are still doing the same thing c0 pvi is doing, but maybe not known yet. Why some is through politics. The political party and the bad system that send them away from home, they are sponsoring that party and supporting that party from out there. You are all c0 pvi, and you will get your fair judgment in due time in one way or the other. So meanwhile, while we are giving kudos to the Finnish authority, to the Finland authority, we must look at a case of 2 people being accused of same offense by 2 different nations. Because whatever c0 pvi may have undergone trial for in the Finland is the same thing Nigeria government claimed to have been fighting Nnamdi Kanu for. Now let's make comparison. I'm going to prove to you the difference between an analog and manual system to a digital functioning system. The Finnish authority, which is the Finland authority, operates a digital and modern system, while Nigeria is still on the analog and manual system. Before c0 pvi ever got arrested, I can tell you with all confidence that the Finland authority that went for him already has facts against him. They have done their investigation, because it is only in Nigeria you arrest a suspect before investigating him. But up there in those civilized countries, they have investigated you unknowingly to you before coming after you. They don't need any hearsay. They don't need a third party to come and give them false information. Neither will they come after you as a result of witch hunt or born out of hatred like we had back home in Nigeria. So when I learned that c0 pvi was arrested, I know c0 pvi was in for a long run, because those people would never have come after him if he was clean. You got the point. That is a digital functioning system. Now in Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu is almost the same. Just that in Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu has not been able to get conviction because Nigeria government seems not to have facts to that effect. I think that is it. I'm not saying Nnamdi Kanu is guilty or not guilty, but the federal government of Nigeria has not been able to establish any fact against him. That's why the likes of us keep saying, let him go. You cannot detain a man for that long. No conviction, no freedom. It doesn't make sense. When was c0 pvi arrested? c0 pvi was arrested on the 22nd of November, 2024. That is when he was arrested by the Finnish authority. And he has gotten his conviction on the 1st of September, 2025. That is 10 months trial. 10 months. And I want to assure you that 10 months was given to him as a benefit of self-defense. Prove you are not guilty. And at the end of it, or he couldn't. And a conviction was obtained. 6 years, he will be behind bars. 6 years old after being found guilty. Meanwhile, in the manual and analog system called Niger, Nnamdi Kanu was arrested on this October. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu was arrested on the 27th of June, 2021. I mean the second arrest, because we have to remember that he was initially arrested before. He was first arrested on October 2015, where he did 1 year in I think more than 1 year, over 1 year in detention and court trial and all of that, before the Nigerian court finally granted him bail. Then he was subsequently rearrested in Kenya, where they illegally adopted him and brought back to Nigeria on the 27th of June 2021. I think that has made it 4 years. From when he was arrested in Kenya to date is 4 years. And in addition to the 1 year plus he previously had with them is 5 years. Somebody who has been in detention, been awaiting trial for 5 years, compared to somebody who has been tried for 10 months and have gotten a conviction of 6 years. Compare. Just compare these two systems. I think it is the same humans that are running these two systems of government, right? It is obvious that Nigeria government may not have concrete evidence against Nnamdi Kanu. And that has nothing to do with if he's guilty or not. It is one thing to be guilty in Nigeria. It's another thing for the prosecutor to be able to establish facts to that effect. So don't say Dalo is defending this man. He's supporting evil. I'm not telling you Nnamdi Kanu is guilty or is not guilty. But have the Nigerian government be able to establish that fact? The answer is no. And if the answer is no, then according to a competent court, he should be discharged and acquitted for no case to answer. And I'm aware that the court did that before. But the Nigerian operating on a lawless mode declined the court under the late Muhammadu Buhari's regime. Now they've made Nnamdi Kanu a political instrument. They want to use him for politics, or rather they've been using him for politics. That's not a system. If he's guilty, convince him like the Finland have done. If he's not guilty, let him go. That has always been my case. That has been my point of argument. So once again, congratulations to Finland. That is how justice system is being carried out. And to all the other Simon Ekpa out there, you have to learn. You cannot run away from Nigeria and be putting fire in that same Nigeria. Only bastards, only idiot does that. You run away from a home, maybe because you felt it was not comfortable, it wasn't conducive. The best you can do is to build that home from outside. So for those of you still supporting the wrong system of government in Nigeria from abroad, there is never a time I've not said it. It's either you will be deported or they will bring your corpse back home sooner than you could ever have wished for. Nigeria is bad enough. We almost build it from wherever you are. As a Nigerian, learn to build Nigeria. We need a positive Nigeria. A Nigeria that works like Finland. A Nigeria that works like the UK. Ekweremadu is still enjoying his time in the British prison. It could never have happened in Nigeria. Never. We are people with bigger crime, bigger offenses than Ekweremadu. People with worse crime, bigger offenses than Simon Ekpa. But maybe because they belong to the APC, they are untouched. No justice system, nothing. And you think we have a country, and you have reason to, from wherever you are, support a system like this. It no go better for you. Now your dead body, they go carry enter Nigeria last, unless you change. If you would not change, your days are numbered. So I don't know what you guys think about this, my people. You help me share this video, and don't fail to comment your thoughts and opinion at the comment section. See you there.